everyone, Sophia here from My Great Challenger. Welcome back to my channel and another Declutter with Me 2023 edition. I'm actually filming back to back, you know, that's why you see the same outfit. I'm very happy with what I did the last time. I know it wasn't much, and sometimes it's not going to be much. And as I said in other videos, you know, the decluttering is a process and it's also at your own pace. So maybe if you finally decided to declutter something in your house and you're doing, like me, the kitchen, you're following along and doing the same thing that I am, you may be able to let go of a lot more stuff than I am. But there may be other times when I'm letting go of 20 and you can only let go of 2. It's okay. Again, this is not a competition as to who gets rid of the most stuff in 2023. You want your space to be functional. You want your space to work for you. It doesn't have to work for everybody else. Some of the stuff I'm going to keep may be a no-brainer for you to let go of. Where I put them in the kitchen may be a total shocker to you, and you're probably thinking, oh my God, she's so dumb. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm here to inspire you to go through your house, one room at a time, one nook, one cranny at a time, and start decluttering. We all have our own style, our own lifestyle, our own ways of doing things. If I want my cooking books on the right side of my stove, there's a reason for it. I've tried every other space in this kitchen, and that's the only space where they actually make sense to us. I know it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. I'm okay with that. So hopefully you get a little bit of inspiration today. I'm gonna go through 2 cupboards and finally have a home for the cast iron. So I hope this is going to work because I am testing out a new microphone today. I don't know if you've noticed in the last few videos, there's been a lot of noise coming from the camera. It was picking up all of the sound from the zoom and me touching the camera, you name it. So I had to get a microphone that does front and rear at the same time, so I don't have to move my microphone all the time. So we'll see. Hopefully you don't hear the zoom go in and out anymore. So I just showed you the 2 cabinets I'm doing today. I'm going to do this one. And this is where we have the cookbooks. And again, there's a little bit too many of them, so we're gonna have to go through that. And then I think I'm gonna declutter the top here so that we can have the cookbooks moving up as well. There's a bunch of other stuff, and look, more tea. Yeah, more tea. It's stashed everywhere in this house. The cast iron, they have to find a home today. I have this drawer. I'm probably not gonna let go of a lot because we use everything that's here. And then this is the one that's going to be the new home for the cast iron. So on the top shelf I have cutting boards and things like that. They're gonna have to go somewhere else. And on the bottom here, this is where I keep the onions and whatnot, and I can put that here instead and have this trolley here that would be perfect for the cast iron because they are really, really heavy. I'm gonna start with the top. I have 2 teapots in there. One that Scott purchased for me as a Christmas gift. That's a cast iron teapot. It's really, really pretty. I absolutely never use it. And then there's my regular teapot that I stopped using because I stashed it all the way up there and I forget about it. When I put stuff out of sight, this is what happens, out of mind. So I forget I have a teapot. So I would like today to be able to find a new home for my teapot. And since I made so much space in the cabinets over there, where the bowls and everything are, I think my teapot's gonna go there today. And then the cast iron one, I have to think about it. I might sell it. Okay, so I'm all the way on top, and let's see what we got here. I got this thing that goes with that teapot. It's a matcha tea thing. Edward likes it. I think I can keep that with my bowls, and then this I can probably keep it with all my tea accessories. That makes sense, right? Why separate them? Okay, so that's that. This is a burdock tea that's really, really good for arthritis, by the way, and I don't have a lot left, but I'm gonna keep it because I do enjoy it. All right, we have this book that you've seen in another video. We have this one and this one. We're gonna go for cooking books again today, right? I just want to say that the last time I did it, you're gonna see some I said I was letting go of, and they're back in here. That's because Scott, I'm gonna have to blame him. He does that a lot, you know. Okay, I have this thing here. I keep it for my teapot, you know, to put it on top. So here's my, oops. So here's my teapot. That's a Brown Betty from the 1930s. I love this teapot, but I want to be able to use it. And if it's all the way on top, I can't. So I'm going to put that to the side. It's going to go in the cabinet over there. I bought it on Etsy. Okay. Now this thing here. This is the one I'm telling you about. This is a cast iron Japanese teapot. I think I'm going to put it up for sale because I really don't use it. And what am I going to do with it? Put it on display? Then yet one more thing. I was going to say a bad word. Complain about having to dust. So, because I don't have a space for it. I don't use it. I love it, but I don't use it. I don't have a space for it. The only thing I could do with it is put it on display in a bookcase upstairs because it's got that Art Deco kind of look to it. But no, I think I'm going to put it on Facebook Marketplace and sell it. Cooking books. The way it's set up right now, I understand it's, at least I have a place for them. But the amount of work you gotta do to just get the one book you want is just, it's nuts, okay? Because they're tight. So let me make a big pile and we're gonna go through all of them. People tell me all the time, Sophia, you can get every recipe online. Why do you have cookbooks? Because I like them, that's why. And Scott likes them too. Okay, this is the leftover of my gunpowder tea. Okay, I guess the shelves have to be cleaned. Fat burning tea. You can tell it works. Oh, Edward bought me this for Christmas this year. It's called Le Répertoire de la Cuisine. It's actually really cool. It's the world-renowned, I don't know how to say it, classic used by the experts. So it's got all the words that chefs use. Arlésienne, Armenonville, Armoricaine, all the sauces, all the names, everything. Like, you know, the jargon, basically. Okay, so these are the dinnerly that we use to print. And because there's a lot of them that we like, we kept the printout for the recipe. So that way we don't have to look at our phone when we, you know, making the recipe. Because some of them we order again because they're good. This one, you know. All right. More books. So what I'm gonna do this time around with the cooking books, I'm going to put them in order of the ones we use the most at the bottom, and the ones we use the least all the way on top. That doesn't mean that we don't use them. It's just that we don't reach for them as often as the others. But it's gonna be difficult because one, the books, two, the cooking books. And I know that a lot of you have way more cooking books than me and are having a really hard time letting go of them. I don't know what it is about cooking books. It's almost like a fantasy that you're gonna make all those dishes, right? It's hopeful thinking, I guess. And then the reality is that we rarely use them. But anyway, I think I might be able to let go of a few today. And if I don't, that's okay. It probably would make more sense to have the books standing up. Don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Pretty good. So we got this one. We got this one. It's a little bit higher. The Jacques Pepin, we use them all the time. We love him. So that can go here. Oh, this is gonna be so much easier to grab them. Another Jacques Pepin. Ever watch his show? He's so good. Oh, here's the Bobby Flay. So I'm gonna put it, no, it's a little bit higher, so I'm gonna put it here. And then Giada, I don't know how to say her first name, De Laurentiis, that's really good too. These were all sent to me, and they're really good. There was one thing in there that I did that was like a spinach salad that was really good. Fix It With Food. These are all not like AIP per se kind of cooking books, but they're all about clean eating. We could all use some of that. So that can go right here. My French Larousse de la Cuisine. That's the French, you know, book. This is great. If you can find the English version of this, it's got all the techniques in pictures. Let me show you. Ah, Mom put a little note here. It's all mine. Oh, it's priceless to me. It's got my mom's handwriting all over it. So anyway, let me show you. See, she wrote all over it. So they explain to you all the different cuts. And it's visual. You know, how to serve a chicken and cut. Actually, I think that's a duck. You know, this is great. It's like a step-by-step. Larousse de la Cuisine. I hope you can have it in English. If it exists in English, I'll put it in the description box. So since this one is considered the Bible, it's gonna go over here. Right over here. Oh, it's so much better. I can feel it already. I can pull out the book so much easier. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, the next one is my grandmother's book. It's this one. It's so busted. It is so busted. This book is the Pelaprat. It's, what year is it? 1955. My grandmother learned to cook with this book, and I learned to cook with this book. 1950s gnocchis. I say it all the time, you know, I really like cooking books. I'm looking at stuff, there's so many things that my grandmother used to make that I see in here. My grandmother used to make this all the time. We call it pâté en croûte. Is it a Wellington? I don't think it's a Wellington in English. Anyway, there used to be a ribbon in here, that was hers. I lost the ribbon, but anyway, so this is my Bible. Okay, we have more. This is my first cooking book as a teenager, because that one was my grandma, but this one was my first one. It's called American Cuisine. It's all in French, and it's all American dishes like meatloaf, you name it. And I did mark a few in here that I used to make a lot. The cornbread recipe is marked. And then what else do I have a sticky note on? The banana cake. That stays here at the bottom. The Good Housekeeping Cookbook. This is good for traditional dishes and stuff. This is the Presbyterian Church of Ashtabula, Ohio. And this is all of the members' recipe, including Grandma Martha's Ritzy chicken. There you go, right here, Ritzy chicken, page 95. It's easy. I think I did a video on it, but clearly that stays right here. I do use the Dutch pantry cooking, and then the cooking with the Fisher. These are Amish cooking book that I refer to, and then I have the Mennonite fellowship meal that I use too, so we're gonna keep those here. All right, I gotta move this shelf up, and the rest of the books are gonna go up there. So the books are reorganized and probably easier to access this way. Don't know why I put them flat the last time, but whatever. And I have an entire space on top here that's empty, so let's not rush to throw stuff in there. I'm happy with this, and I didn't let go of any. So I picked this guy up because I wanted to see if I could put him up on the top shelf, because I removed him from the bookcase, remember, and I really don't want to part with him. And then I said, okay, well, let me split him in half, because it won't fit in height, but it will fit in half, just to make sure I don't break it, because I do want to preserve it. And when I opened it, this is what I found. I know it's still good. That one is still good. It's my oolong tea and my leftover Earl Grey. So that's gonna go in my big jar over there. And this guy is gonna go on top of the shelf. Okay, so when you open this now, this is nicely reorganized, and my little fryer is all the way on top, and he makes me happy. So yeah, I promise I don't have any more tea stashed anywhere else in this house. I think that was the last stash. I'm thinking before I put my foot in my mouth, do I have any in the pantry? No. Yeah, that's it for tea. Okay. I have to find a better place for these. Vintage mushroom tray. I don't use this. I finally got something to declutter today. Cutting board. This is a cookie thing, and then another cutting board. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the onions here instead, and that's a cookie sheet. And these, I gotta find a better space for them. They're so heavy. Oh, so I'm pretty sure that I can put this here. Yeah. Alright, let's go through it though. Okay, so now cast iron. Alright, finally a space for the cast iron that protects them from dust and dog hair. Woohoo! And that extra cookie rack can go right here with the rest of the cookie racks. How about that? Oh, I can't close it. Alright, let's see what the issue is. Let me vacuum this whole thing while I'm at it. Oh boy. Oh gee. When's the last time you guys did this? Hey, just for shock value, how about I take out the whole drawer and see what's underneath it? Oh my God. Oh my God. When is the last time you did this? Oh my God. There's about 200 dog kibble food thing and the rest is dog hair. Oh my God. How often do you do this? Like, I'm actually asking a serious question. How often do you go pull out the drawer from your stove and go clean underneath it? I don't think I've ever done it. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to Scott. No, I am not embarrassed. Well, I had not anticipated that I would spend an hour cleaning the drawer of my stove. And I put everything back, everything was washed. This one, I can't get it to fit because of the handles there. I have two already in that drawer. I don't need a third one. I never make that much cookies, so this and this so far, the only things I'm getting rid of, except maybe 1 pound of dog hair. So I actually asked my friend Mary. She's in her mid-60s, well, late 60s really. And I asked her, hey Mary, let me ask you something. How often do you pull out the drawer of your oven to clean underneath it? And she's very clean, you know, but she's got a lot of cats, and I've never been to her house and felt like, you know, it was unclean. And she went like, oh, not very often. She does vacuum like I do with the head thing on the edges when she vacuums the kitchen, but she doesn't pull out the drawer. So she's pulling it out right now, and she's gonna send me a picture. And we're laughing about it. So listen, I know. It was filthy, it's a disgrace. You can give me all the shaming comments you want. I will remain unaffected. Please refer to the name of my channel for an explanation. Listen, it's my great challenge. I've always said it, okay? Cleaning is not my thing, all right? It's never been my thing. It probably will never be my thing, but I don't have any problem documenting the little bit that I do here and there, again, to make you feel better, whether you are spotless and spend 10 minutes every week cleaning underneath your stove. I'm sure some people do. Or if you didn't even know you could pull it out and clean underneath it, you're my people. Listen, I gotta laugh about it, okay? What am I gonna do? The whole premise of this channel is me doing that kind of stuff. So there you go. Hey, it's never been that clean. Well, maybe the one day we had it installed. I was at work and I did ask Scott to clean underneath the oven before the new guy comes in with, before the guy comes in with the new oven. So clearly I know stuff goes underneath there. I just don't do it, all right? Should I pull out the fridge? You know what, maybe I'll do, once I'm done with the whole thing, maybe I'll do like a kitchen deep cleaning. How about that? And then we'll move on to other areas to declutter. So that way the cabinet doors are nice and, you know, degreased and everything is nice and clean. And the grout, all of that, I'll do that in one day. Okay, let me clean up because I'm pretty much done. Oh, no, I'm not. I have a few things I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with. Okay, so things that I don't know what to do with. This and that is gonna go in my drawer, and then this is going to go in the bowls, all right? This I'm gonna put it in the spice cabinet. That makes sense. My Brown Betty is gonna go in the cabinet with all the tea cups. And the other one, I'm gonna put it on the Facebook Marketplace right now. Okay, I don't think there's a lot that can be decluttered from this because we really do use them. Steak knives, I'm gonna put them with the regular knives. This one is all bent. I'm gonna let go of it, of those. These are the extra ones, to be honest. We don't really use them. I'm gonna keep the two red ones, and that's it. These I can let go of. who's gonna keep that, right? That can go. And grandma's thing can go over here. So this is done. So Willie, you guys use both of them?
Well, we use one of them. We don't use both, but we do use them.
Alright, we'll keep them. Willie's telling me that he and his dad use that when they're doing the chili on Sunday night, so alright, with the rest of the knives right here. You remember these drawers? They are empty. I'm gonna put all my Corningware handles in it. That makes sense because the Corningware is right here. I'm starting to lose light and looking weird. These two here I relocate to the dining room buffet. Remember my jar of gunpowder? This is the only green tea that I really like is the gunpowder. So since I found the leftover box, I'm going to decant that in here. That's trash. Okay, that leaves me with one tea. Stupid thing right here. It's a Chinese fat burning tea. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's gotta go. All right, let's do a quick recap of what I did in this video. I reorganized all of my cooking book. I emptied out the top over there, put my little monk instead, and that works out for us. Then I reorganized this, purged a little bit. I cleaned out this whole drawer here and put the onions and potatoes there instead. And I have all my cast iron now on the trolley, you know, drawer, whatever you call it. All right. And then the horror, the absolute horror. I reorganized all of this, cleaned everything. I know they look dingy and need new sheets. And pulled out the drawer and cleaned underneath it. So yeah, this one I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it. I put my Brown Betty in here instead. I found a place for all of my Corningware handles. And this is what I'm letting go of today. So I have a large garbage bag. Well, it's really not large. I have a garbage bag. I'm letting go of these two here. These 3 plastic thing and 1 busted knife. And this is already on the Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, it's on the Marketplace already. I'm asking for 25 bucks. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so this was very productive. I know I didn't let go of a lot. You know, again, sometimes you're not gonna declutter quite as much as you would want to, but it's okay. I still got rid of a couple of things, and the big event today was cleaning underneath the oven. So I did ask in my group the serious question, how often do you pull out the drawer, right? So I already asked Mary, you got her answer. But I asked my group, and so, somewhere it comes out. So I'm not the only one. Not that it makes me feel better, because truthfully, this is not making me feel bad at all. You know, it is what it is. I mean, listen, I could give you a whole list of excuses as to why underneath my oven looks like this, okay? You're not, those of you who are not interested in hearing excuses, I'm wasting your time if I even try, right? Those who understand the struggle, right? I hope I inspired you to spend some time this weekend to pull out the drawer underneath your oven and go clean it. I know that a lot of you were inspired to clean out your spice cabinet. So that's really, again, the only reason why I'm doing all those videos is, 1, to be authentic in my challenge with keeping house, and 2, to inspire others. Sometimes that's what you need. You need the visual of somebody else doing it and the disaster that the particular area is for you to become motivated to go get up and do it. So stop scrolling, stop watching, and go clean something. And that's all I have to say. So today I did pretty good. I did all of the rags. I did the whole corner over there where the dogs are. The blankets are done. I gotta go and pick them up and refold them nice and put them in the crate. And the cookbooks, the cast iron finally has a home. That's exciting. And I cleaned that drawer. I cleaned everything, the inside, the outside, the underneath, and the content. So pretty productive. Okay, find me on Facebook and Instagram at My Great Challenge. If you want to share pictures of the underside of your oven drawer, you're welcome to do so. Free yourself from shame. And you can follow me for more and exclusive content. If you want to support my channel and my family, a more intimate glimpse into our personal life, you can join my Patreon at patreon.com/mygreatchallenge. And of course, as always, the channel merch, My Great Challenge gift, with taglines such as cleaning and nobody got time for that, or my favorite one, which I believe is my motto, it's not hoarding if you dust it. And you can also find vintage find in my other Etsy shop, Frenchie and Tubby. All the links are down below. I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.